one, in fact, has decided to stick to the electronic side of things, and he hence has come up with a 174-page book, only available on soft copy right now. But let's take a look at Lenny Brisco.
Okay, so I'm Lenny Brisco II. I trained as a freelance journalist. Was writing for so many people. I was ghostwriting for people that I can't even mention now, because I would just get into trouble. But I was ghostwriting in the beginning, and then I saw that my work was getting commissioned. So I took it upon myself to like study freelance journalism. So I'm a freelance journalist, even though I did chemistry in uni. Yeah, but I got into writing when I thought like everything that I gave to people that I thought wasn't much, other people were reviewing it and were saying like good things about them. So I just took it upon myself to start writing. And that's why I'm writing now. I've been writing for about 3 years, but I've been writing for other people for nearly 7 years now.
Is Lenny Brisco II your real name?
Well, I got a simple name. My name's Atukwamina because I was born on Saturday. But they christened me Lenny Brisco because when I was much younger, I used to have a reply for everything that anybody said. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you said something negative about me, I would always have a reply. If you said positive, I'll say thank you. So, if for instance you said to me, "You're really ugly," I'll probably say something like, "That's not what sister said on Tuesday." Do you know what I mean? Something to make you listen. Or if you said something really negative, I would say, take a positive out of it and then get back to you. So my first ever boss said I reminded him of Lenny Brisco. I didn't even know who Lenny Brisco was.
Is that the character in Law and Order?
Yeah. Afterwards, I went to check and then I saw, oh man, I like him. He's always got replies for everything. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I took the name on.
Any chance of going back to chemistry at all?
When I came to UST in the beginning, I spoke to Dr. Adai, big ups Dr. Adai, and he said to me, "Do you know what, I can see you not like into the lab thing, but just get into it and just get your degree and be out of here." And I said, "Yeah, all right." But in the final year, like I saw that after school, I said to myself, "Say the truth, bro, you're not gonna be any chemist, man." Like, I mean, big ups all the chemists, but I can't spend all my life in the lab playing with test tubes and titrations and acid base, everything. Do you know what I mean? So I was more like adventurer type. So I went out and then yeah. But if I go back to chemistry, I might like write some e-textbooks for them for free from my uni.
So let's talk about writing as a career. Like, what inspires you?
Well, I think everything. Like for that particular book, it was the story about Junior. I think Junior's life was a bit of a jet ski wave, you know, ups and downs, but he always stayed positive. And I was just looking at him like, man, you go through a lot, but you're always smiling. So to me, that was inspiration. So I spoke to him about it like, you got a pretty crazy life. I got a crazy life, but I think you got a crazier life. So that was inspiration for me. I thought, like, do you know what? I put in a book. If it inspires 1 or 2 people, that's my work done. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I spoke to him about it, and it's like, all right, fine, then just make sure my mom don't get to know about the book. I'm like, all right, fine. So
he doesn't want his mom to know about the
book. Yeah, but I get inspired by everything. I mean, I can see F1 and then you tell me a bit about your life and I could just write your biography, or I could write about butterflies, esoterics, anything, do you know what I mean? I love writing. So if someone is willing to pay like a penny for the stuff that I write, I think it's a blessing.
So you're a freelance journalist. Are there any particular media houses you write for?
Well, not in Ghana, but I used to do lots of that in the UK, yeah.
So like which and which media house, like the Sunday Times or I don't know?
I'm not as big as that yet, but I'm getting there. I used to write for some Post. I used to write for some rundown weeklies in Manchester. I used to write for some weeklies in Milton Keynes. I write for some quarterlies, and I still get checks from that, so it's all right. It's a blessing.
So now, let's talk about the book, Unclassified Immigrant Sex Escapades. I just started reading it. I haven't finished. It's a lot to go through, especially reading from a screen. So I might just have to print it and read it like a book. Yeah. But is it your life? No, not at all, not at all. No, I'm nothing like Junior. I'm like a reformed character. I went a bit wayward, but nothing like Junior. Yeah, so it's not a story of my life, but there are some similarities, I must admit, yeah. But nothing like that, no. Yeah. And can you maybe read us a line or your favorite passage from the book or something? My favorite passage is when Junior got like the first chance to get really carnal, get physical with somebody from the UK, because obviously he was in Ghana and he's been to the UK and he's thinking like, haven't got the confidence or the style or the swag, as they say nowadays, to get
a woman in the UK to actually, you know what I mean, say yes to me or whatever. And then he got the chance to do that with Sarah, and he was all over the place, stumbling all over the place because he just didn't know how to take his clothing off or take Sarah's clothing off, and all that came along with it. So I haven't memorized any bit, but that is the most interesting part, like when you start in the book. Yeah.
Okay.
That bit will get you hooked with the rest of the book, yeah.
So what challenges have you faced as a writer?
Well, so far I got some negative feedback, but that's about 2% of about 600 and something feedback. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. A few people didn't like my book. There was one woman who said the kids have been reading my book, and she wasn't really happy with it. But like I said, I think that is something to do with parental thing, not me. Because when I put my book on Amazon, I don't have any friend on Facebook that's that's younger than 18, I should say. Do you know what I mean? So I don't expect people like kids to know about my book. And if your kids can go on Amazon and type in certain search words, then you got a problem. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't write the book. I didn't tweet about it. I didn't do anything about it. I just done like marketing on Facebook and whatever. So if your kid can go out to Amazon and look for unclassified immigrant sex escapades, then I think you got a problem. She might probably have been looking for something more adult than what she found and just read it. Do you know what I mean? And I got a second person that said to me, "Oh, you wrote about people that I know." You know, like you told Junior's story and he talked about people that I know, and these people are friends. You shouldn't have said that because now you ruined their friendship. But all the names that was in the book, apart from one, were all like fictional names. All the story is factual, but I changed the names. Do you know what I mean? So if you're saying that, then you're confirming the truth. If you know what I mean? So I think like they say in law, the truth is always a complete and total defense for any action in defamation. Do you know what I mean? So if you're saying that, like, I did that, and then they are friends, and you can actually tell that these are not the names, but you can tell these are them, then I'm telling the truth. Do you know what I mean? So.
But how does that make you feel, though, when people maybe criticize your work?
Yeah, it makes me feel that they're reading it. That's what's important.
Why use the title?
Yeah, initially I spoke to my wife about it, and then I was like, should I make it Junior's Journey? But Junior's Journey could be anything. It could be a journey from Abeka Junction to Marlem, or like Kaneshi to Tema or anything. Do you know what I mean? It will get, people have to read it to know what it was about. And people buy, they buy the title, people don't buy the content. So I thought if I do it this way, people might think it's that way. But when they read it, they'll see there's more to it than actually meets the eye. And I think that's better. Do you know what I mean? Like if I said Junior's Journey, would you have read it?
Maybe not.
But unclassified immigrant sex escapade, you're thinking, oh, this immigrant went to make money. Why is he thinking about sex now? So I like to read it. When you read it, you read about the struggles as well.
Why are they unclassified?
Unclassified in the sense that they don't come in any particular order, apart from time order.
Okay.
Yeah, the time order is perfect. Everything is as it should be. But there's information adjustment in the sense that if like Junior had Stella before maybe Mary, it could be in the book as Mary before Stella. Do you know what I mean? Just to confuse a few people, and just to not have like lawyers knocking on my door every single day. Do you know? That's what makes it unclassified. Do you know? Yeah.
All right. But what would you say to people who are, let's say, who were in your situation, they're in uni and they're not doing something that they don't love?
What I'm gonna say is just make sure you complete uni. And then if you've got like enough money, just do your masters. Or if your parents are still willing to support you, do your masters. If not, do the stuff that you love. And if they pay you for it, you wouldn't have to work a day in your life. Do you know what I mean? Every single pound that's gonna come, every single Ghana city that's gonna come in will be a blessing. So do the stuff that you love, but for now, make sure you get the degree. Don't go out like hanging with people thinking that like when the mothership calls, you're gonna be ready. Just do what you're meant to do, like what you're paying money for. Make sure you do it. Get your diploma, get your degree, get your sewing, catering certificate, whatever it is, and then get that done. And then you can do what you love on the side, and then usually, like gradually, you can do it full time. Yeah.
So you've heard it from Lenny Brisco II, the very first Ghanaian e-novelist the People Show has heard of, and we have him on our show. You heard it from him. He says, get that degree no matter what it is, and if you can get paid for doing what you love, eventually just go for it. The sky is the limit.
Lenny Brisco.
Do you think it's a story?
Honestly, he says, like he said, it's his friend's story, but
You never know.
And he's sitting there. His wife she's white too. Maybe he's taken a bit of inspiration from his own life. But the interesting thing too is that you can actually get the book now in a hard copy because there's been so much demand. People really wanted it. So you can get it on Amazon.com. It's £3, which is about 10 CDs now. But you need a credit card, obviously. But you can definitely go and get it there. Or you can find it on our website and find out more about Lenny Brisco.
Do you think Ghanaians, that's part of our culture, the reading culture?
I don't know, and even the online reading, you know.
Online is hard because, you know, reading, I mean, even for me, I prefer to have the actual book and turn the leaves. Maybe that's why he also had to make hard copies.
Well, who knows? Maybe the culture can change. And it was an interesting book.
Yeah, very interesting book. And that was it from Lenny Brisco. Hope you get that copy. Or if you can, go online and read up a bit more about it. Let's take a break. We'll be back shortly with some more exciting stories.
Find out whether online marketing is the future of advertising in Ghana after the break.